Chapter 44. What is your reason? Silence filled the tent. It wasn't calm. It wasn't peaceful. It was heavy, the kind that pressed against the chest and refused to let anyone breathe freely. No one spoke. Kira's usual energy, the one that could turn any situation lighter, failed for the first time. She rubbed her forehead in frustration and let out a sharp breath. Then she looked at everyone. "All right, this is getting annoying," Kira said, her voice cutting through the silence. No one reacted, but their eyes shifted toward her. Kira continued, slightly softer this time. "We all heard Salira. We all saw those matchups." She crossed her arms and looked around again. "And now everyone's acting like nothing is wrong." A pause. Her eyes narrowed. "But it is." Still no one denied it. Kira sighed and shook her head. "So let's just say it what we're all thinking." She glanced at Alex for a brief moment before looking back at the group. "Our reasons." The word lingered in the air. "Why we're here." No one stopped her. No one interrupted. Kira inhaled deeply. "I'll start." She didn't wait for permission. "You all heard what Salira said." Kira began, her tone steady but heavy. "I killed my master's son." A subtle shift passed through the group. Snowflake's eyes moved slightly. Gray Wolf's jaw tightened. Aegis lowered his gaze. "But she didn't tell you why," Kira continued. She looked at Silva, then White Whale, and finally Alex. "I was the best student my master had," she said. "Better than his own son." A faint, bitter smile appeared on her lips. "And he hated me for it." Two-Head Dragon let out a quiet scoff, but didn't interrupt. "One day, he got his chance," Kira continued. Her fingers slowly curled into a fist. "I'm not talking about a duel." The silence deepened. "He locked the training hall and tried to violate me." The air froze. Silva's expression changed instantly. Snowflake's eyes sharpened. Grey Wolf looked away for a moment. "I didn't hesitate," Kira said. She lifted her chin slightly. "I killed him." Her voice didn't break, but her eyes did. "I chose myself." A long pause followed. "But my master didn't," she added quietly. "He chose his son." She let out a hollow laugh. No questions, no trust, just a verdict. Execution. She spread her hands slightly. "So here I am." Her gaze hardened. "Winning isn't ambition for me. It's survival." A tear slipped down her cheek, but she wiped it away instantly. Then she looked at the others. "Your turn." For a moment, no one spoke. Then a quiet voice broke through. "I don't want to win." Everyone turned toward Nightmare. She stood slightly apart, her eyes lowered as always. "I just want control," she continued softly. Kira frowned slightly, but didn't interrupt this time. "When I use my ability, my body splits," Nightmare said, staring at her hands. "But not all of me listens." A faint tremor ran through her voice. "Some of them lose control." The tent grew colder, and they kill. No one moved. No one spoke. "I hear their voices even after," she whispered. Aegis looked at her seriously now. "I heard the last ruler knew this power," Nightmare continued, lifting her eyes slightly. "So if I win, I can learn." She paused, and maybe stop being a monster. Kira looked at her for a moment, then spoke quietly. "You're not a monster." Nightmare didn't respond, but her shoulders relaxed just a little. Aegis stepped forward next, glancing briefly at Grey Wolf. "We'll speak," he said. Grey Wolf gave a short nod. "We were part of the same party," Aegis continued. "Leader and co-leader." Kira tilted her head slightly. "Let me guess, betrayal?" Grey Wolf answered before Aegis could. "Yeah." Aegis nodded. "We found something valuable during a mission. A relic." Snowflake leaned slightly forward. "But before we could return, our own party surrounded us." Silva frowned. "Your own people? They wanted it," Grey Wolf said coldly. "So we fought," Aegis added. A pause. "We survived." Grey Wolf finished it. "They didn't." Silence followed. "And when we reported it," Aegis continued. "No one listened," Grey Wolf said. "They called us traitors," Aegis added quietly. Snowflake exhaled faintly. "Of course. No trial. No proof. Just a bounty," Grey Wolf said. Aegis looked at Alex briefly. "We're here to clear our names." Grey Wolf added, "Or die as villains." Silva stepped forward slowly. "I ran away," she said. White Whale raised an eyebrow slightly. From power. Silva shook her head. From control. Her hands clenched. I don't want to marry someone I didn't choose. Snowflake nodded faintly beside her. I don't want to live a life decided by others, Silva continued. Her voice grew stronger. I want to decide who I become. She looked toward Alex. And winning this proves that I can. Snowflake spoke calmly after her. Same. Kira smirked slightly. You both ran away from marriage? Yes, Snowflake replied without hesitation. Fair enough, Kira muttered. White Whale stepped forward next. I'm the third daughter of the Seal clan, she said. The air shifted immediately. Even Aegis straightened slightly. My father is dead, she continued. My brother rules now. She crossed her arms. And to him, I'm nothing more than a tool. Silva frowned. A political marriage, White Whale said calmly. To strengthen alliances. Her eyes sharpened. I refuse. A pause. I will win, and take the throne myself. Two-Head Dragon cracked his neck loudly before stepping forward. My father is a coward, he said bluntly. Kira let out a small huff of amusement. He married my mother for power, Two-Head Dragon continued. Used her, then discarded her. His fist clenched tightly. She's in prison now, while he sits comfortably on the throne. Grey Wolf spoke quietly. So you want revenge? No, Two-Head Dragon replied immediately. A pause. I want everything. His eyes burned with intensity. I want to take back what belongs to us. And prove that I'm stronger. Silence returned once more. Heavier than before. Then slowly, everyone turned toward Alex. Kira stepped a little closer to him. What about you? She asked softly. White Wolf. White Whale added calmly. We all spoke. Snowflake nodded slightly. It's only fair. Aegis crossed his arms. Your turn. Grey Wolf remained silent, but his gaze stayed fixed on Alex. Alex lifted his head slowly. He looked at Kira first, then Nightmare, then each of them, one by one. I can't tell you everything, he said finally. Kira frowned slightly. That's not fair, but I'll tell you this, Alex continued calmly. He took a step forward. My victory isn't a choice. Snowflake's eyes narrowed. It's a responsibility, he said. White Whale studied him closely. I will win, Alex continued, no matter what it takes. Grey Wolf spoke for what? A pause. For something bigger than this tournament, Alex replied. Kira crossed her arms. That's vague. It has to be, Alex said quietly. White Whale nodded slightly. For now, Alex gave a small nod. For now, silence followed again. But this time, it felt different. Not empty, not distant, connected. Then Alex did something no one expected. He stepped forward. Let's make a promise, he said. Kira blinks. A promise? Alex nodded. No matter what happens in this tournament, who wins, who loses, we don't walk away. Everyone stared at him. We fight seriously, Alex continued. We go all out. A pause. But after that, he looked at each of them. We find a way. No one spoke. To solve each other's problems. Another pause. Together, the tent fell silent. But this time, it wasn't heavy. It was different. Real. Kira was the first to react. You're crazy, she said with a small smile. But I like that. Grey Wolf nodded. It's possible. Aegis added, if we survive. Snowflake closed her eyes briefly. Then I agree. Silva looked at Alex. I won't lose, but I won't forget this. White Whale crossed her arms. Interesting. Let's see if you can keep that promise. Two-Head Dragon smirked. Fina, but I'm still winning. Nightmare whispered softly. I don't want to be alone anymore. So yes, Alex looked at all of them. Now he understood. Their reasons, their pain, their truth. And soon, those reasons would clash. But even then, they had made a promise. A fragile one. A dangerous one. But real. Because now, this wasn't just a tournament. It was a war of reasons. Now they know each other's reasons. But knowing doesn't make it easier. Because soon, those reasons will clash. On the battlefield, where only one can stand. Will their promise survive? Or break under pressure? Watch the next chapter. Backend index pointing right. Subscribe to The Broken Realm. The real battles are just beginning.